Since hip hop first began, it's gone through a major evolution. Some would say for the better, while others may say for the worse. The term real hip hop gets brought up a lot, and much of what comes out these days seem to get excluded from that. It seems like over time there's been like a disconnect with what the culture is and supposed to be. To me, hip hop brings people together, and it's always great when an artist speaks on important issues and highlights what's going on, and dope lyricism is cool as well. But rappers don't have to be super lyrical, and if they aren't, that doesn't mean that they don't have a place in hip hop. Sometimes you may want to hear a party song, especially if you in the club. Party music, dance music, this has all been a part of hip hop culture since the beginning. And as far as how rappers actually rap, over the decades, that's always been something that's seen a steady change. Some rappers that came out in the 90s sound different than those that came out in the 80s. Same things with the decades that followed. And the rappers out nowadays rap different than those that came before. This has been a constant thing. And there's always been that artist or group that comes along that influences the sound. Same thing with production. And each era has its share of legends and classic songs. And I'm sure there's legends and classics in the making today. At the end of the day, music is subjective. Someone may listen to a song in hopes to get a message, while others may just want to hear something that they could dance to. Just like back then, there's a variety of songs. Music is accessible outside of the radio, and there's plenty of different types of artists to listen to. When it comes to the message that the music puts out, hip-hop seems to have a rocky history with that. And without going too much into detail about which era has the worst or best message, this has been something that's been a recurrent thing within hip-hop. There's been past issues as well, but still, not every rapper should be required to have a deep message in their songs. Yeah, at times it may appear to be really commercial. It may seem like the radio plays a certain type of music, and it's possible that it could be more balanced, but again, music is subjective. Some people may relate to these songs or just want to hear it to feel entertained. It's all subjective. And there's still so much out there that many may feel is true to the core. The culture has just evolved in many ways, and the elements that are around since back then are still here today. Just like breakdancing has been a big thing in hip hop, today there's still dances that go viral and have a major impact in the culture. Flashy imagery gets brought up a lot, but gold chains and clothing brands have been a part of the culture as well throughout the years. I feel like even though there may seem like there's a disconnect with hip hop today and the past, there really isn't. And a lot of what was around then is still around today.